Hi everyone, it's Karen. I am doing yoga today from my garage. I prefer to do it outside, but as you can tell, it's kind of rainy out. So just before we get started, there's just a few things that I wanted to update you guys on. So one of them is in July. I'm going to be doing all the yoga classes pre-recorded, and the reason why, so that I can pre-record the seated yoga and also a standing yoga, so that way everybody has their option of what they'd like to do. So our regular yoga, so the standing yoga, I shouldn't say regular, but our standing yoga will be posted at 12:30. Whereas the seated yoga will be posted sometime in the morning. The standing one might be posted a bit early, but more than likely it'll be 12:30, and that will be every Tuesday. So that will start in July. So that will be July the 7th, I believe. It's hard to believe it's July. So today we're going to do our standing yoga, and I am going to try to talk louder. I'm in the garage, so it might be good, it might be bad, who knows. But yeah, let's just start by finding a comfortable spot on your mat. So you can go into Shavasana, just laying down flat on your mat. You can be seated in a chair, it's wherever you'd like. So just find a comfortable spot that you can kind of let your body just relax. So for this part, I am normally laying down in Shavasana, but I'm going to sit here and just guide you along your practice. So find your comfortable spot, find where you feel like you can relax, and just start by relaxing your body. So let's all take a deep breath in and exhale. Let's do it again. Deep, deep breath in and exhale. Stay with this breath. So I'm going to guide you along your breath, your practice. So when we're breathing, we're going to try to do a count of 4. You might not want to do that. You may want to go longer. You may want to go for a count of 3. Up to you. It's your practice. So let's take a deep breath and exhale. Do it again. Let's go in for 4 and exhale for 4. Staying with this breath and exhale. Always coming back to your breath, staying with your breath right now. Again, I'm just here to guide you along your practice. At any point, if you find that you're in a pose and you're struggling with it, come back to your breath. If you find your mind starts to wander or thoughts pop into your mind, that's okay. Recognize them, let them go. Come back to your breath. Remember, this is your practice. This is the time for you. Your to-do list, no matter what you do, it will be there at the end of your practice. Take a deep breath. Remember too, this is the time for you. So what I'm saying, I am just guiding you. If your breathing pattern is different, that's okay. You have to base this on you. Again, it is your practice. So in your Shavasana, just find that you're letting your body sink into your mat. Let your head relax. Let your forehead and your temples, let your cheeks, let your jaw. Be mindful of your jaw this week. Whenever we get tense or stressed, we clench our jaws. So be mindful of that. Relax your neck, your chin. Create some space between your shoulders and your earlobes. Relax your chest. Relax your upper back and your lower back. Relax your arms, so your biceps and your triceps, your forearms, your hands, your stomach, your glutes. Relax your hips. We carry a lot of stress in our hips. Relax your quadriceps, so the front part of your legs, your knees, your lower leg, and your feet. Just let your body just be absorbed into your mat or into your chair. Coming back to that breath. Let everything go. Remember, it'll be there when you're done. If you have a part on your body that is aching, maybe your knees are aching today, think about putting all that energy that you're creating today, that positive energy, towards your knees if your knees are sore. So let's inhale, bring in everything good, and exhale. Do it again. I'm now going to go to my mat. Stay where you are. Just laying down, nice and relaxed. Letting everything go. And then start by bending your knees. I want you to open and close your hands and your feet, your toes. Rotate your ankles one way and your wrists, and then do it the opposite way. And just let your body relax again, keeping that distance between your shoulders and your ears. Take a deep breath. Now this time, we are going to go into a twist. So take a deep breath in. On that exhale, drop your knees down to the one side. So my knees are down to my right side. It's more important to keep your shoulders flat on your mat opposed to having your knees flat on the ground and your shoulders up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. If you'd like, take the hand that your knees are on, the same side, and just reach it behind one of your legs, your top legs, if you need to add in a bit more of a twist. Take a deep breath and exhale. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Exhale. Stay with this breath. Now I want you to do 3 big breaths on your own, at your own pace. Then when you're ready, release that hand. Take a breath. And on that exhale, slowly bring your knees back up in the center. You may want to windshield wiper your knees back and forth. You might want to open them. It's up to you. Now we're going to do the same thing, but on our opposite side. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, drop those knees down to that opposite side. So remember, every side is different. You might feel a little tension on this side. You might be a bit more stiff. Every practice is different. Again, if you want to help aid with that twist, take that hand, reach it over to that top leg. You can even turn your head to the opposite side. And let's breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Do it again. Deep, deep breath in. And exhale. Now do 3 breaths on your own. I'm going to turn my head for this part, but do 3 big breaths on your own, staying in this twist. Then when you're ready, take a deep breath. Only when you're ready, bring your legs back up in the center. Again, you may want to recenter and windshield wiper those legs back and forth. It's up to you. Take your time. And then what I'd like you to do is bring the soles of your feet together and take your feet out nice and wide for Supnavata Nikasana, or Lion Cobbler's Pose. Let's take a deep breath in. And exhale. Let's do it again. Deep breath. Exhale. Stay with this. Going at your own breathing pattern, creating that space between your shoulders and your ears. Three more breaths here. And then when you're ready, just bring your legs back up in the center. Windshield wiper those legs back and forth. I'm just going to adjust the camera a tiny bit. So windshield wiper those legs back and forth, side to side. And then when you're ready, I want you to extend one leg out, and I want you to grab that opposite leg. So again, if you can't reach it here, hold your leg here, wherever you feel comfortable. You can always take a necktie too and bring it around just for a little bit of support. But we're going to take a deep breath in, and on that exhale, pull that knee into your armpit. So you probably will never be able to get to your armpit, but that's okay. So this is our wind relieving pose. So this pose is probably the best pose if you are having any stomach issues. If you're having any gas issues, constipation issues, anything to do with your belly, this is a wonderful pose. I would recommend to do it by yourself because there's a reason it's called wind relieving pose. Take a deep breath in and exhale, pull it in. Deep breath. Inhale, pull that knee in. Three more breaths at your own breathing pattern. keeping those shoulders relaxed. And then when you're ready, just bring that leg down, bring that opposite leg up. Windshield wiper those legs if you need to. You may even want to shake out your legs. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Extend that opposite leg out. Grab that opposite leg. Take a deep breath. And on that exhale, pull it in towards your armpit. Again, you're not going to get close to your armpit. That's okay. I never will either. But that's where you're aiming. Deep breath. And exhale. Remember your options with that tie, with the yoga strap. Creating that space between your shoulders and your earlobes, keeping that jaw nice and relaxed. Deep breath. More breaths on your own. And when you're ready, let that go. Open up those arms. You might want to windshield wiper those legs. You might want to take it back and forth. It's up to you. When you're ready, I want you to take your feet as wide as your shoulders or as wide as your mat. It's up to you. We're going to do little bridge. So before we do it, I'm actually going to give you some options. So when we go into little bridge, we're going to take a deep breath. And then on that exhale, we're going to rise up. What you can have the option of is putting a towel, a yoga block, or even your hands, and you can just go here if that is what you need. And then on that exhale, just take out your hands. Okay, so let's try it. Take a deep breath. And exhale, and rise up. Again, if you need to, just stay here. Don't clench your bottom. Inhale and exhale and down. We're going to do that 2 more times. It's up to you. You can stay where you are. You can join us, whatever you'd like. Deep breath. Exhale, rise up. Deep breath. Exhale, release. So one more. You might want to stay here. That's okay. Deep breath. Exhale, rise up. And lower. Windshield wiper those legs. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to go into baby's pose. So it could be, you're going to reach for your feet. You can keep your legs here, and you just want to rock side to side, back and forth, wherever you'd like. And when you're done, bring it down. You can also just go side to side. And then just come over to one side. We're going to prepare to sit up, but I want you to take your time. So sometimes going from being on the floor to even a seated or a standing position can make you dizzy. So definitely take your time. And when you're ready, make your way up. So the great thing about watching it pre-recorded is pause it if you want to take a longer time. So find that comfortable spot on your mat. I want you to roll your shoulders back. And then I want you to bring forward. Just finding that comfortable spot. And breathe. Take a deep breath. And breathe. And then what we're going to do, we're going to extend one leg out. So my right leg's extended. I'm going to take my left leg and try to bring it in towards my inner thigh. If you can't do this, that's okay. Maybe you're comfortable just keeping it in. You've got to find where it's comfortable for you. Take a deep breath, rise up, and then on that exhale, come down and reach for that foot. Again, you might not be able to get to your foot or your ankle. You might want to leave your hands on the floor or even on your leg. It's up to you. Again, it's your practice. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Try to come down a little lower. So always remember the difference between I don't like that pose opposed to your 911. So your 911 is where that pose is physically causing you harm, causing you pain. You should not do it. As soon as you feel that 911, stop. Go into child's pose, relax, go into Shavasana, whatever you'd like. Take a deep breath. But if it's simply you don't like it, you need to do it more often. Let's do 3 breaths on our own here. Deep breath. You can drop your head if you'd like to. Then when you're ready, slowly make your way back up. So because my right leg is out, I'm going to take my left hand, just put it behind me, bring that right hand up and go in for a stretch. So I feel that stretch all along my side here. It feels great. So again, know your difference. You can look up at your hand. If that bothers your neck, just look forward. Breathe. And come back in the center. And then extend, going over to the other side. So my left leg is out, my right leg is in. Again, every side's going to be different. It's going to be how your body is, how much tension you're holding. Maybe you've had a strenuous weekend. You've got to listen to your body. So what may be a 911 today may not be a 911 tomorrow. Let's take a deep breath. And then on that exhale, come down. Again, so this side for me is a lot, it's harder. I can feel more tension. I'm stiffer on this side. So I'm going to keep my hands on my calves. You can reach for your toes. You can reach for your ankles. Actually, I'm going to keep my hands on my ankles. Or again, hands here, wherever it's comfortable for you. Take a deep breath. Remember to breathe. Three breaths on your own. When you're ready, make your way up. Take your time. You may want to stay there longer. My left leg is out, so I'm going to take my right hand, put it behind me, and reach over. Again, you can look up at your fingers. You can stay where you are. Feel that stretch all along your side. breathe. One more big breath here. And then come back. Bring the soles of your feet together again. So they may be out far, they may be in nice and close, or your legs just may be straight out. Relax those shoulders. Take a deep, deep, deep breath in. And exhale and let it go. So the last part of our seated portion of our class, we're going to go into cat and cow. Again, I'm here just to guide you. If my breathing pattern is different than yours, that's okay. So when you're ready, I just want you to get onto your hands and your knees. So you're going to want your hands about shoulder width to hip width apart, and you're going to want your knees as wide as your mat. So face on, it looks like this. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in and go up into our cat. And down, up, reach. And then we're going to exhale and look forward going into our cow. So I'm going to change positions just so you can see it from this angle as well. Take a deep breath in, going into cat. And exhale, coming into cow. So you want to feel this. You might feel this in your belly. You might feel this in your glutes. No one is behind you. This is a great stretch for your glutes. Deep breath, go back into cat. Stretch that back. And exhale, coming into cow. Again, cat. Into cow. So from this angle, from the side angle, deep breath coming in for cat. Feel that stretch. Think of that cat on Halloween. And exhale, going into cow. Deep breath. And exhale. Now, I'd like you to do 3 of these on your own. Then when you're ready, just come in to all fours. And then what I'd like you to do is take your right hand. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to change my mat quick so you can see. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to take your right hand, you're going to reach up nice and high, and then you're going to bring it underneath, like thread the needle, and come down on your shoulder, come down on your head, and just go in for that stretch. So your shoulder is actually going to be on your mat. You want to feel that stretch. So like you're reaching over to the other side of the room. If you want to add a bit more tension, bring that other arm up and bring it down to the side. If not, you can always keep your hand on your mat. Deep breath in. Exhale. Three more breaths at your own pace. And when you're ready, make your way up. Again, don't rush. The great thing about being pre-recorded is you can always pause or rewind. We're gonna do the same thing with that left hand, so we're gonna come up and reach, reach, reach. We're gonna come down, put that needle through the thread, put our head on our mat, our shoulders, stay here. If you like more resistance, you can bring that arm around back to the side. If not, stay here. Let's do 5 big breaths here at your own pace. Remember, 5 breaths. I'm just going to change the direction of my mat again. You're going to make your way up to that cat-cow that you were in. I'm going to actually try it this way. And then what you're going to do is, we're going to go from here. So your feet are about hip width to mat width apart. We're going to come up on our toes and go into downward facing dog. So you can walk your dog, bringing one heel close to the ground and the other. You can come up on your toes and back down. You might crack. I love it when I crack. Stay here. Stay in that down dog. And then this time, come down, take your knees as wide as your mat, bring your feet together, and I want you to push your butt into your feet, going into child's pose. So it's like your feet are creating a seat for your butt. Reaching out in front. And then when you're ready, make your way back up to down dog. Again, this is a relaxing pose, so find wherever you're comfortable. Come up on those toes, push down, walk your dog, whatever you'd like. If you find it uncomfortable, take your feet a little wider or bring them in a little bit. Or same thing with your arms. Deep breath. Exhale, back down to those knees. Set up your feet for that seated position and stretch. Remember to breathe while you're down here. 5 breaths and then we'll go back into down dog. When you're ready, last time, up into down dog. Come up. Now this time, walk your feet and your arms so they're coming up together. Standing up. Just take a minute for your body to adjust to being standing. We're going to take a deep breath in. Come up. Reach up nice and high for Tadasana. We're going to have our fingers up. You can stay here if you feel really good. You can go into a bit of a back bend. I wouldn't recommend it. Deep breath. And on that exhale, come down into that fold. So with your fold, you can grab your elbows. You can keep your hands on your shins. You can have a yoga block. You can even have a stool if you find this difficult. Deep breath. Come up. And exhale, back down. We're going to do that one more time. Deep breath. And come down. Stay here. Rotate your ankles back. So we're just going to go into some balance. So I want you to find a comfortable spot. Standing. You can find a focus point, so we call it our drishti. So that's just a spot on the floor you're going to stare at or up on the wall, just to keep yourself from losing your balance. We're going to go into tree. So there's 3 options for your tree. You can kickstand your foot, you can bring it into the side, open it up, or you can bring it all the way up. It's up to you. So remember, trees blow in the wind. Find your drishti. So don't put your foot on your knee. You always want it up or here. If you come out, that's okay. Let's go 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, bring it down, shake it out. Let's try tree on that opposite side. Take a deep breath. When you're ready, kickstand, knee, or up into that inner thigh. If you're near a wall, that's awesome. That's what a wall's there for, is your support. Don't put it on your knee. This side doesn't want to do it for me, so I am going to stay here. Remember, trees blow in the wind. Keep those shoulders relaxed. 2 big breaths. And then come out. Shake it out. Take your feet nice and wide. Deep breath, bend. Come up, jump nice and high, and come back down. Okay, we're going to add on every week for our balance. Next week, we're going to get into our warrior positions. So what I'd like you to do right now, find a comfortable spot on the mat. We're coming into our final resting pose, our Shavasana. So finding that comfortable space. So it could be anywhere. You could have your arms spread out. It could be anywhere. I'm going to sit up so I can just guide you. Finding that comfortable spot. Taking a deep breath in. And exhale. Let's do it again. Deep breath. Exhale. Now coming back to a more regular breathing pattern for you. So your normal breathing pattern. Again, creating that space between your shoulders and your ears. Closing your eyes. You may want to turn off your lights here. It's up to you. Taking in all the benefits of your practice. Letting your body be absorbed into the universe, your mat. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you like. I'd like to thank you for sharing your breath and sharing your practice with me. May you be safe from harm. May you be happy and peaceful. May you be healthy and strong. May you be at ease with life. The light inside of me seeks out, honors, and respects the light in each and every one of you. Namaste.